Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of one Strixhaven draft. Okay, Mystical Archive card is Putrefy, which is very good. Instant speed, deals with any creatures or artifacts. They can't be regenerated. Not that important nowadays, but it is on there. Other cards, Intro to Annihilation, colorless, good lesson to get, though definitely weaker than Putrefy. Brackish Trudge, also a good Witherbloom card. Combat Professor, good beater, good evasive beater. Symmetrist, a lot of actually really good options in here. Quandrix Pledge Mage is also a good card. It's actually a tough pick. I don't know if we just straight up take the removal because it is 2 color off the bat. But if I take like Intro to Annihilation, I'm open for anything. I can kind of see what's wheeling and then I don't have to worry about getting it anymore. I'm kind of okay with this pick. It doesn't commit me to anything. I am giving up quite a few things, but I'm also getting just a very playable lesson. Okay, like now we're past like Ingenious Mastery, which is just very good. It's also Environmental Sciences and Mage Hunter's Onslaught. Man, there's all sorts of good cards in here. Mastery is very strong though. I've definitely paid the 3 mana to draw 3. And then I've also paid like 8 to draw 5, so it does a lot. It's very strong. You can do it in Quandrix or in Prismari. And it's a rare. I think it's fine. We'll take it. I'm taking it over removal even. Yeah, I think so. The upside of Ingenious Mastery is it completely refills your hand. Wow. Approach for the Second Sun. We could try and make the approach deck. I feel like I haven't done good enough in this format to try something like this, but you can also easily splash this card, which is kind of interesting. Should we give it a try? Otherwise, what else is there? Fractal Summoning, playable. Quandrix Apprentice, I actually do like that card. Cram Session, good learn card. You know what? We'll think about it. I think it's something you could actually win with in this format, believe it or not, so why not? And if you only have like, 2 cards left in your deck and you cast it, good chance you win that game, probably, maybe. Okay, pick now. Well, we could take Quintorius. Puts us more in lore hold, but that's not bad. In blue, there's... Wow, wait. Do you just win the game if you have Teach by Example? I don't think so. You have to... just copying it doesn't do it the same way. You have to cast it from your hand. Wait. Yeah, you have to cast it. This just copies it, so it doesn't work like that. Okay. I could just take Quintorius. Quintorius is a good card. Alright, we'll consider this. Otherwise, I guess Campus, let you splash for some things, maybe do Prismari, I don't know. I think Quintorius is quite strong. Rise of Exodus is a great card. Can take that. God, we could have had a lot of good Witherbloom removal. It's also Compulsive Research. It's going to work well in the approach deck. Am I playing Azorius at this point? That's not a supported clan, so I don't love that. Probably just take Rise of Exodus. Solid removal. It is expensive, but... I really like the card. I think Compulsive would be good too. Alright, Inkling Summoning is legit. There's Bookworm here too. I really like Bookworm. I mean, we're a ways away from it, unless... Yeah, the only way I could make Bookworm work is if I'm doing like Quandrix or Selesnya. If I'm doing unsupported clans, I guess it works. I could do Witherbloom and splash approach. I already passed so much good Witherbloom removal, though. Summoning is a great lesson to get. Bookworm is so strong, though. Pick 6, too, is surprising. You know what? I'll take it. We're going to see what happens here. All right. Cultivate. Lets us ramp. Also card advantage. Seeing it pick 7 is pretty surprising. This card is strong. All right. Well, I could take that. Golden Ratio, not my favorite. Could take Bayou Graph, it's fine. Aerialist Flies. Reject. Volugroph is I've found it to be actually pretty good. And I feel like we're a late game deck, so I don't know if I want the Aerialist there. Alright, here's that pack 1, so options here. Trudge puts us more in a... Well, I mean, with Cultivate... Let's take the Campus here. I have a feeling already we're probably going to be at least 3 color. Because we're doing, I guess, something crazy here. Alright, we can take the Eureka Moment. It's a good Quandrix card. Alright. Servan versus Cram Session. Well, I'll take the Cram Session. Learn cards are good. Granted, we need some actual lessons here, but... Teach by example. I mean, the upside of it is big. Otherwise, since we basically don't have any... Well, got a little bit of removal, but I don't think Rise of X is going to make the deck. We probably just take Teach anyway, over Whirlwind Denial. I'll take the Square Up, I guess. Alright, well, kind of a crazy start, admittedly. Plarg is good. So we could take the Wrangler. I actually like Wrangler, but I think we'd take Mage Duel, get the removal. And I think we're probably Quandrix, and we probably are splashing Approach. So let's maybe... Because I don't think we're splashing that. I don't think we're playing this. Everything else is fine. Okay, that's good. Let's take Mage Duel, get some actual removal going here. Plarg is very strong. Wrangler would be good. Serpentine Curve, I think I would easily play too. I've seen a lot of that Curate Serpentine Curve deck floating around. Well, I love Regrowth. I think Regrowth is a fantastically strong card. Really good with Mage Duel too, actually. That's cool. Regrowth Mage Duel and immediately cast it for 1. I like that. But in general, Regrowth is very good. There's also a Pledge Mage in here, which would be very, very good for the deck. I think we might be able to wheel Eureka Moment again. Either way, I'll take Regrowth. I really like it. It's a strong effect, and they don't print this anymore because it lets you get anything. Channel to do a turn 3 Bookworm. It's probably not even... Channel's just... Or a turn 3 Approach. It's interesting. We might just want the Decisive Denial here as much as I want the Pledge Mage. Decisive Denial is so strong. Teachings of the Archaic is certainly a playable lesson too. A nice one to have access to. But Decisive Denial is very good. Removal or a counterspell, especially a counterspell for all the summoning, all the lessons. Just really, really versatile, powerful spell to have access to. In my opinion, Field Trip is great. Elemental Summoning would be great too, but Field Trip is really good here. I mean, granted, Field Trip works a lot better when you have Elemental Summoning, because they work so well together. But we already have quite a few things we need to ramp into, so I'm going to take the Field Trip. This deck could pretty easily splash Expel too. I think this looks like a deck that could benefit, possibly, from playing Expel. Kelpie Guide's a great card. Not much else here for us anyway, so I really like Kelpie Guide in general. So we could take Golden Ratio. I mean, to be honest, we're kind of lacking in the creature department. Or big play. We'll consider it if we get some tools to make it work. In general, I don't really like it that much, but Zamona is great, and there's Leyline Invocation, another Intro to Annihilation. Double Major's cool, but I don't think we're going for that. I think we want Zamone. Zamone's excellent. Also a way to ramp too, which is nice. Biomathematician. Well, there's a great card to get. Works well in conjunction with Golden Ratio. And is just pretty good in general, so. Well, we got the Serpentine Curve back. I think we take that. This is the right deck for it. Vortex Runner would be good too, actually. But we probably need some big... I mean, we've got so many things that work well with it. And regrowthing it is actually pretty cool too. Yeah, that is good. Or teach by example. That's cool. All right. Unfortunately, Approach doesn't feed that plan, but that's okay. Wow, Pledge Mage. Well, there's a great pickup for us. All right, I think this deck is at least partially coming together. We've got 2 removal spells currently. Could use some more. Serpent is actually pretty good. Archway Commons would also let us splash Approach easier. Currently, we just have the Cultivate. I'm actually going to take the Serpent. I really like this card. It's a good way to win. Don't need any of this. I guess we'll take the blue card. Don't need any of this. We'll just take... We're not in any of these colors, so we'll just take the worst card. I don't really like Reject anyway. Teach by example is a little ambitious, I guess. But, I mean, we have things we can copy, so consider it. Alright, so... Wow, I love Manifestation Sage. That's a good open. Maybe we'll wheel the Pledge Mage again. Burying Books would be good. Environmental Sciences would be good, but we gotta just take the Sage and be happy. Strong rare. Okay, options here. Well, there's actually some good ones. I wonder if we take the Anatomy. How many Learn cards did we get? 1. Because we only have 1 lesson currently. And I've got at least 2 Learn. It's not that important. Pledge Mage is a big game winner. I mean, you can always rummage with Learn. It's obviously much less good that way, but Pledge Mage seems like at least a means for us to win the game because it just grows so fast. Yeah, we'll take it. Drake is an important way to live. Strategic planning works well with Serpentine Curve, but that's fine. We'll take the Drake here. We need some more cheap stuff. Well, Tendrils is very good. Pop Quiz is good too, but we have less... We need some removal, and we have less lessons than we would need anyway, so... Brainstorm. Well, if we have Shuffle effects, I actually like Brainstorm, but I don't think we do. We have Cultivate, Field Trip. We don't have nearly enough Shuffle effects to make Brainstorm work, so we probably just slam a Fractal Summoning. Oh, Burying Books, though, is important removal. Jeez, that's tough. I think we take the removal. I just feel like you can always use more removal, and Burying Books deals with some important threats in this format. Good options here. Wrangler seems really good. Pest Summoning, playable lesson. Eureka Moment's good. I'm going to take the Wrangler. It seems really strong in this deck, because we're still creature light, so... So Curate happens to be good with like Serpentine Curve, and it's cheap. It's something to do early, but people swear by Eureka Moment. I'm going to take Eureka Moment. Works well with the Approach plan, sort of. All right, Curve, number 2, or Needlethorn Drake. Let's get some more early. I feel like our late game is really good, actually. And Drake just buys time. Like, I could take lessons here, but this deck could definitely use some upgrades, too. Like, Drake with Tendrils is going to be so good. Just buys time. Archivist, maybe we'll consider here. So we can do Invocation versus Curve. Curve has more requirements. Invocation is more expensive. I think I'm just for diversity's sake going to take the Invocation. We still might get another Curve anyway. All right, we can take the Breach. It's something to dig up. Don't really need the Prismari Campus. So Pop Quiz is a good card. Wish we had more. Yeah, we don't really have the lessons to support it. It's all right. Alright, Vortex Runners. Good. Well, I got plenty of containment breaches. Alright. So for now, cut everything. We need to make 10 cuts. And we can... I guess we can't really cut too many creatures. We can cut some, though. Well, we have Serpentine Curve, we have Invocation, so that's at least 2 more creatures. I think I'm going to cut the Golden Ratio. So, really we have this, this. This is like a 5-drop in here, too. Okay. So we can cut 2 creatures, I would say. Pretty easily. What are the weakest creatures in here? It's a good question. Probably like Groff. Archivist. They're probably the weakest, I would say. Could see that. And then we probably don't need Pop Quiz because we don't... I like the card a lot, but we only ended up with, what, 2 lessons? So 3 lessons, I guess. Probably don't need it because we've already got Field Trip and Cram Session, although... probably rather do Pop Quiz than Cram Session, to be honest. Or maybe we, well, yeah, because then we have Field Trip and Pop Quiz that can find another removal spell in Intro to Annihilation. Maybe we have to cut the Teach by Examples. They're cute and pretty good. They're actually good with Pledge Mage, too. If you Teach by Example and cast something, you actually do it 3 times. You get pumped from Teach, and they get double pumped from whatever you copy. It's pretty cool, actually. You could see that being good. So we don't technically need to run 15 creatures either, because we have draw card effects that I want to play. But honestly, it feels like we probably have to cut the Teach by Examples. I don't want to, but we need to cut something. And I'm thinking I'd like to try the Approach of the Second Sun. We'll see if it works. It's pretty ambitious, but I haven't gotten to do it yet. And this feels like a good opportunity to do it too. Just because we have the means to draw a bunch of cards. So we have to make 4 cuts. Removal-wise, we're looking at Tendrils, Decisive Denial, Mage Duel, and Burying Book. So we thankfully got a decent amount of removal here. Maybe we do cut the Pop Quiz. Then we basically just have Field Trip to find Intro to Annihilation, though. Could cut a Eureka Moment, but I kind of like it in here. We got to cut something. Maybe we cut 1 Eureka Moment. If I were to cut a creature, it's probably an Aerialist, which is a good card in a vacuum. But I think for this deck, it's not really what we're looking for. This looks like a deck that wins in the late game, and I would say Aerialist is more of like a beatdown tempo-based card. Well, I think we might cut the Pop Quiz as much as I like it. I think it just probably has to go. Unfortunately. I don't want to, but I don't know what to say. We're in a tough spot here. We need to find cuts. So we're down to 14 creatures already. And we need 1 more cut. We actually don't have that many ways to get white mana, unfortunately. We basically just have Cultivate now. So maybe we can't do the Approach. sadly. It's probably true. I don't know if we can do approach. I mean, with one way to get white mana, that's not that good. Like, do I really want to disrupt our mana base? It's not that big of a disruption, I guess, but at the same time, I want to play it too, but it's like, probably don't need it. Probably. All right. I wanted to try it. It just, we've got too many other things going on with this deck, I think, to do it. Unfortunately. Because I don't know what else to cut. Everything else in this deck is way more important than, unless I'm cutting more creatures, but I don't really want to do that either. Like, Wormhole Serpent actually just wins the game in this deck. You play like a 12-12 Leyline Invocation in the late game, and then all of a sudden it's unblockable and you win. Alright, so we've got the one campus. Glad we have that. Color-wise, pretty close to even. Yeah, so we probably just do an even split, I guess, huh? Yeah. Alright, well, I'll take one more look to see if I want to splash Approach of the Second Sun. Need removal. This is too good. Removal. Too important, too important. Ramp. Vortex Runner could be something to consider. Then I'm running even less creatures, but I suppose I could consider it. Maybe if we had more card draw, I would be more about it. I don't know. I think this looks good on its own. It looks good. Alright. Well, this is what we got. Oh, these should be flipped around now. I guess this is it. It's a cute deck. Alright. We'll run it like this. We'll see you around one. Alright. Sand is definitely a keep. I got the classic Drake Tendrils synergy there. That's good. Sure. I think we'll actually do the runner. It's a better blocker against the order. They might play a flyer, but maybe we can kill it. Or the order. If they attack, I'll block, just because if they have a trick, I'd rather them use it against my runner anyway. Alright, well, we missed the land drop there, but that's alright. We'll just play a Kelpie Guide and pass. Ooh, well, that's a good one. Well, might attack with Vortex Runner first here. Because with the Sage, they probably take it anyway, to be honest. Alright. And then we'll... Alright. So we might just need to Tendrils the Order. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I guess so. Whoa. It's a glitch, huh? Hmm. Probably kill the Vigilant one. It's gonna have flying anyway. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, this looks like a keep to me. Turn 2, Drake. Turn 3, Cultivate. Turn 4, Serpent. Not bad. Got a removal in here, too. Ooh. Probably want to do the Pledge Mage first now, I'm guessing. Could see that. I mean, could see maybe doing the Serpent first. Not sure. Oh. Maybe we do the Cultivate first, actually. It's tough to go wrong with ramp. Because then we can do Serpent, and then we can set up for, like, Pledge Mage and Burying Books and stuff. Huh. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's do the Pledge Mage. I might be just willing to make this trade. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Like, I could have, if I did Burying Books, I might have had a trick. I think that's what kind of worried me. Instead, we'll get in and play the Invocation here. So we'll have to do the Burying Books on the Shield Mage. Which means maybe we just block. Alright. I'm not in love with it, but at the same time I feel like it's currently not exactly a race I can win either. Yes, this is going to make it pretty challenging, actually. Because if I block now, they're going to put it on the other Shield Mage. But I also can't afford to take damage. That's a tough spot. Well, guess we do that. Oh, well, regrowth's cool. Then I can at least tendrils. Alright. Gonna have to do that. Oh, jeez. Well, we technically have lethal, but we won't after they attack here. Close one. We'll see you for the next one. Alright, we'll keep this. Looks a little bit slow, but I think we'll try it. Cultivate into Eureka moment. Yeah, it's a little bit slow. Hopefully we'll find something along the way here. Well, I guess I could have drawn a card there. That's all right. We'll just use her to ramp instead. So 11 mana. We'll do this. We'll do this. And probably use the bookworm here, I'm guessing. All right. Looks like it's GG's. All right, opponent's kind of taking too long, so I'm just going to concede here. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Ended up going 03. I'm not sure if we get packs for 03, I forget. We'll find out. All right, let's open our pack, see what happens. We'll do a pack one, pick one here. All right, pack one, pick one. I would probably take Igneous Inspiration. Pretty easy. Awesome card. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you for the next one.